Hey people, I'm Mike Brown from LendEDU, and we're talking about how to pay for college without federal financial aid. While it's unusual to not qualify for federal financial aid, it is still possible. By completing the FAFSA, you'll be able to figure out if you're qualified or not. The Department of Education lists the following as basic eligibility requirements for federal financial aid. Even if you think that any of those apply to you and make you ineligible for federal financial aid, you should still always complete the FAFSA. In fact, every college student that's looking for financial aid should just complete the FAFSA each and every single year, even if they've been rejected in the past. It's just always better to be safe than sorry, and you want to be absolutely certain of your federal financial aid eligibility status. So you wind up not being eligible for federal financial aid. What's next? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Putting together a college financing plan without federal financial aid becomes very challenging. But there are still ways for you to pay for college without help from the federal government. The first of those ways is through scholarships and grants. Regardless of your financial aid eligibility, scholarships and grants are the best way to pay for a college education. In fact, you should really look at these first before turning to anything else. It's free money. You can use it for tuition, books, living expenses, and you don't have to pay anyone back. Amazing. There are countless scholarships and grants available. Just use the internet to find them. And if you check out the description of this video, I left a link to LendEDU's scholarship guide, so check that out. After considering your options for scholarships and grants, look next to school and state-based financial aid, as many colleges and individual states offer their own financial aid packages independent of the federal government. Contact your college's financial aid office to learn about their own financial aid packages that may be available to you. LendEDU put together a list of the best colleges for financial aid, so be sure to check that out too. On the state level, check out your home state's government website to see if they have any unique financial aid programs or scholarship offerings for college students. After those two options, another way to pay for college without federal financial aid would be through private student loans. Private student loans can cover the full cost of a college education if necessary, but they're usually used to fill any gaps after some better options have been exhausted, like scholarships and grants. And with private student loans, be aware that they don't come with flexible repayment options or good financial hardship protections, so understand your obligations of repayment before taking one out. Private student loans also typically have higher interest rates compared to federal student loans, typically ranging from around 1% to as high as 14% depending on your qualifications. With federal student loans, interest rates never really go much higher than 5%, and it's predetermined and fixed by the federal government, so what you see is what you get. It's also tough to get approved for a private student loan in addition to receiving good repayment terms, especially if you don't have a cosigner, so it's recommended to apply with a cosigner rather than without one. Just compare your private student loan options and do your own research. For more information on private student loans and companies that offer them, check out our guide to the best private student loans by clicking the link in the description. Full disclosure, LendEDU does work with private student loan lenders and receives compensation from them when sending traffic to their websites. So be aware of that and be sure to conduct your own independent research. Finally, another way to pay for college without federal financial aid would be to work through college. I know, as a college student, it can be tough to juggle a job while also hitting the books. But even if you can take on something part-time, those earnings could be put towards your tuition and really make a big difference. You could wait tables or deliver food, maybe try freelance writing or online tutoring. Any supplementary income you can make while in college can go a long way to paying for a college education. So in review, first find out if you qualify for federal financial aid. Never assume. Each and every single year while you're in college, complete the FAFSA, even if you've been denied previously. Just confirm your eligibility and then take it from there. And if you're not eligible for federal financial aid, then you turn to scholarships and grants, school or state-based financial aid, private student loans, and then a job. Just do your research and get an early head start on it so you're not scrambling at the last minute to figure out how to pay for college. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and please drop a comment if you have any questions about how to pay for college without financial aid. I will get back to you. I want to help you. And if you want to learn more about this topic, I left some links for you in the description. And finally, subscribe to the LendEDU YouTube channel. Just hit that LendEDU button, subscribe, and you will not regret it. It will be the best decision you make all day. I'm Mike Brown from LendEDU. Peace.